The Garden of Second Chances. There once lived a man named Elias, who had become weary with the weight of his past. He was not a bad man by nature. He had simply made mistakes, sharp words spoken in anger, relationships left to rot in silence, promises broken not out of malice, but weakness. And over time, his regrets clung to him like vines around an old stone wall, impossible to shake off. One evening, wandering the edge of the forest near his cottage, Elias noticed something strange, a narrow path overgrown with ivy that he had never seen before. Drawn by a quiet whisper in his heart, he followed it. At the end of the path lay an arched wooden gate, its iron hinges rusted but intact. Above it, a hand-carved sign read, "The Garden of Second Chances." Curious and strangely compelled, Elias stepped through. Inside was a vast, quiet garden unlike any he had ever seen. But there were no roses, no fruit trees, no fountains or statues. Instead, everywhere he looked were wilted, twisted, and dying plants. Some grew in tangled confusion, some drooped as if ashamed, and others had bloomed once, briefly, before curling into themselves in sorrow. A gentle breeze carried the scent of rain and earth. Then a voice, calm and steady, came from behind him. "Welcome," said an old woman, clothed in moss-green robes. "You've brought many seeds with you." Elias blinked. "I didn't bring anything." She smiled gently. "Ah, but you did. Every regret is a seed. And this," she gestured to the garden, "is where they grow." Elias turned slowly, taking in the expanse of sorrowful flora. "All these are mine," she nodded. "Some were planted years ago. Others more recently. Each time you held on to pain or guilt or anger, it took root here." He looked closer at one plant, a thorny bush with one withered bloom. As he touched it, a memory struck him. His younger brother, David, calling him for help when their mother fell ill. Elias had been too busy that night. She died before he arrived. He staggered back, heart pounding. "I didn't know that it lived on." "They always do," said the woman. "But the garden doesn't only hold sorrow. It offers something else if you are willing." She handed him a small trowel and a watering can. "You can tend to them." "What good would that do?" Elias asked bitterly. "The past can't be undone." "No," she said, kneeling beside a drooping vine, "but wounds can be understood, lessons can be learned, and hearts can be made whole again." Elias hesitated, then knelt beside the thorn bush. He remembered David's voice, tired, cracking with emotion, and how he had ignored it, convincing himself it wasn't urgent. For the first time, Elias didn't flinch from the truth. He whispered, "I was afraid. I didn't know how to face losing her, and I thought I had time." As he spoke, the thorn bush shimmered softly, and a small green shoot emerged from the center. The old woman smiled.